Hello everyone, this is Becca, and I am here to share with you a prompts and glue. My sister, Hobby Doc Bay, oh, she's not Hobby Doc Bay anymore, oh my goodness. Let me see if I can think of her name. She just recently changed her channel name. Sassy Granny's Vlogs, I think is the name of her channel. She's just recently changed the name of it. Her and I, the first of this year, she came up with the idea, and I agreed to do it with her. She calls it Prompts and Glue. And twice a month, we try to do it. We did it in January, and in February, there was so much going on with her and I. We both forgot about it. I thought about it a couple of times, but I thought, well, maybe she just wasn't able to do it, and I didn't mention it to her. But then we got it set back up again to do it, and here in March, we probably won't get 2 in this month because it was so late before, over into the month before she thought about it. But what it is, you know, if you ever heard of the swapping glues, where you get a partner and you send that partner, say, 15 pages from a magazine, and they send you 15 pages from their magazines, and you take their magazine pages they send you and do a layout, you know, a page, a glue page with what they send you. Well, this is similar, except for that you don't have to send each other anything, except for you send them through text or however, email, however you do it. You send them 5 prompts. They look through their stash and they pick out those prompts, those things you sent them, those items you sent them, and they can add anything else to it they want to, but they've got to have those 5 prompts on their page, and then they do a page with those 5 prompts. So this is what this is. This here is my prompts and glue book that I fixed for my sister Shay and I. This is mine, and this was some layouts that we did. We did this one on 1/9 of 22. We did this one on 1/30 of 22. And as you see, we haven't done any more. We didn't do any February ones. This is already the 18th of March, so I don't know if we'll get another one in this month or not. But I'm going to try to, this time, instead of just doing a 1-page spread, I'm going to try to do a 2-page spread. Now, my prompts, and I forgot to write them down, and they're on my phone. Let's see if I can remember, which I could bring out my pages here. It is, let's see, the first one was a textbook page. What she meant by textbook is a book, not like a dictionary, but a book page. Another one was, oh, I hate I didn't write it down. Numbers. One of them was numbers. So that was 2. One of them was list. So that was 3. One of them was a key. And what was the other one? Oh my goodness. Numbers. Let's see, a book page, a list, a key, numbers. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the 5th one. I'll have to go back and look. I was going to turn you off for a minute anyway. But this here is the items that I'm going to use to do my spread. I've got this piece of scrapbook paper. I got my piece of book paper. Then I've pulled out some stickers. One of these may have one of the prompts on it. I cannot remember what the 5th prompt was. This here is some rub-ons. And then this paper has a key on it. Has a bunch of keys on it. But I'm going to use these to do my layout. Now what I'm going to do is pause the camera, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to peek back at see what the 5th one was. But then I'm going to get everything cut out and ready to glue down, and then I will be back and finish the page. Okay, I am back. Now I'm going to show you. I found my list, and I'm going to show you what she told me to use. 5 prompts she gave me. Like I said, one was a book page, or she said textbook page, but a textbook is like a school book, and I don't have a school book, so I'm using just a book page. Then the next one is a list. Well, I'll have to write that list down. I don't have it ready yet. The next prompt is big, so we're going to use a big number 1. Then the next one is key, so we're going to use a key. And then the next one is numbers, so we're going to use this clock for numbers. Now, as I was cutting these out and doing about, my plan kind of changed. I was going to cut this and put it on both sides because I wanted to do 2 pages. But as I was doing it, the only place I could find a key was in this piece of paper it's a piece of scrapbook paper, and it had like old retro office type items on it. And so I'm thinking, okay, well, this is more of clean and simple, and then this is more of vintage or grungy or whatever style you want to call it, retro type, and they really don't go together. So I'm making 2 pages because it's going to take 2 pages to get, you know, everything on here, the prompts, but they're going to be 2 different styles. One side's going to be clean and simple, one side's going to be retro. Okay, so instead of using glue sticks, because I'm using more of heavier paper like scrapbook paper and stuff, I'm going to use my ATG gun, which stands for Advanced Tape Glider Gun. And this is what I used when I scrapbooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down this on the left side. I'm putting down this piece of scrapbook paper, and it is a like a piece of notebook paper, and it has a like a elementary school vibe to it, feel, or however you want to say it. So this side over here is going to be my elementary school side. This side over here is going to be my retro office side. So I'm just going to put me some glue on here. The prompt of textbook page is, I'm using the textbook page for my background on the right hand side. And yes, I'm leaving that like that because this is a grungy retro side. So I don't want everything perfectly neat and clean, okay? So, matter of fact, I may do that right there and just kind of grunge it up a little bit. Just kind of, because this is more like it's retro. Like it's old. I could have, if I'd have thought about it in time, I could have inked the edges of this paper and made it look even older. But I didn't think about it in time, so we're just going to go with that. Okay. So we're going to go ahead. Let's see which side. Let's do the retro side first. Okay. Now, we may do it this way. No, let's go ahead and do the retro side. We don't have to do the list in order. So on the retro side, we're going to be using the prompt big, textbook page, and key. So that's going to go on the retro side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this number down here, and I cut it in a way that it would be like it's kind of going off the edge of the page instead of having this other little section here. Just kind of putting it like it's going off the edge of the page. Okay, so that's the number 1. And then the next one is key. And that is all of the actual prompts that will be, which is 3 of the prompts that will be going on this side. The rest will, which is only 2 more, list and numbers, which is going to end up some numbers over here too. But we have this old retro typewriter, and I'm just going to place them randomly. Here's an old desk. We'll put here. Here is a sign. You got to have a sign in your office. It says R. Estabrook and Company, American, steel pens. So let's put that right up there. Now, you got to have a key to open your, this is the old roll top desk, and they usually, when they roll down, they have a key to lock them. So I'm going to put the key right there by that. We have an old ledger book. I'm just going to, like I said, I'm just putting these randomly on here. Here is like a desk calendar that has the date and the, however you want to call that, the day of the week and the day of the month, the number of the month, however you say that. This here is some typewriter ink for when your typewriter runs out of ink, so we're going to put that up there by the typewriter. This here is an old stamp, you know, a date stamp that you like stamp dates onto things. Here is an old book. It's Webster's Unabridged Dictionary, the Standard and the Best. So we're just going to put that right there. We got a box of Crayolas. Well, it's not Crayolas, but it looks like crayons. But it being retro, it's, I can't read them top numbers, but it's a Dove brand. We're just going to put that right there. And we're going to add this key to the old ledger book because, you know, the book, it's got a little lock on it. So you're going to need a key for that. And then we have a pen. We can't forget our pen. Let's see how I want to do these. We got to have our old ink pen. And we don't have an ink well to dip it in, but we can dip it in the typewriter ink. Okay, so that's going to be my retro side. So with these, let's see. I think I will just use old school Elmer's glue. How about that? Because I think they're going to need heavier glue than the glue stick, but yet they're too small really for me to do with my ATG gun. So I'm going to move that aside for right now. And I'm going to see about getting these glued down. Put that right there. That right there. Okay, and we just, like I said, it's just a random page of retro items, and it has some of the prompts in it, like key, big, and what did I say the other one was? All right, I guess the other one's going on, I guess 3 is going on the other side. Oh, the page. The book page, big, and key. All right, now what I like to do after I get them laid like I want them, I take my towel when I use wet glue, lay it over it, and just mash them down. That way I'm being able to press it down, and it gets them, you know, pressed down, plus any glue that seeps out from under the items. Say, you know, if I put too much glue, then as it seeps out, it catches onto the towel and doesn't get all over my hands. So that's just the way I like to do it. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's the retro side. Now, for the remaining side, we have to have a list and numbers, because the textbook page, the big, and the key is on this side. So over here, like I said, I'm fixing this up kind of like an elementary school feel. So we're going to be using, over here is going to be a list and numbers. So, and then like I said, you can add anything else you want to add to it. So I'm going to use this sticker here. I don't like the way it is all separated. I want the whole sticker. I want the whole sticker. It's like they're cut out separately. Come on now, I want the whole sticker. I hope I can get this on there right. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna go with a chalkboard, because you gotta have a chalkboard in the schoolroom. And it looks like the kids has been playing on the chalkboard. Somebody drew, "My teacher, my friends. I will not be late. I will not draw on the board." They had to write because they drew on the board. And they must have been late too. Okay, now we're going to do a list. Let's see if I can find me a pen. We're going to make a list here. I hope this is going to work. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, our list is going to be pencils, paper, glue, colors, what else? What else? What else? What else? Ruler. All right, there's our list. Now, if we can just not touch it until it dries. I'll be had it smeared everywhere. Okay, so our list and our numbers. All right. You got to have a clock in the school. Now, it can't go up on the wall because chalkboards are the way. But anyway, we're going to put the clock right here, and it has numbers on it. So that's our numbers. Okay? Now, I'm just going to add other things just to finish decorating it like I want to. Just for the fun of it, to make it pretty. So that was an artist that was drawing there. Here is a pencil. A pencil. A pencil. Let's see what else. Oh, we got to have a globe. We need a globe in the room. Okay. Here's a, you don't really call it a ruler. Let's see if there's another one that is an actual ruler looking. Yep, there's one. Here is a ruler. Let's see where I want to put the ruler. Put it right here. Okay. Now, kids like to paint in elementary school. They usually have painting, and uh-oh. The only way that's going to work is if I pull this up. Okay, we're not going to have the painting easel. I should have put it down first. It's too big. It'll cover the globe, and I don't want that to happen. But you always have to have your backpack when you go to school. Let's see. Let's put it right here. Okay. I got a pencil. Got to take the teacher an apple. Especially after you was bad and was late for class. And okay, let's see what else. Let's see what else. Oh, we've got to have some books. Can't have school without books, guys. And if you study hard, you just might be a genius. Oops. Oh well. I smeared it. Told you I would smear it. We're going to write that R on top of there because I covered it up. All right. Y'all got to dry so I won't smear you. You need thumbtacks at school. And let's see. We've got to have some colors. So here we go. All right. Maybe if I could find a star small enough. There's a small one. No, it ain't. Just the colored part is small. It's still the same size. Okay. But I do want a star somewhere on here. If I can get it off. For the star student. Are we going? Yes. We are going. Okay. I think that's going to do it because that pretty much covers our page. I was wanting to do the... I wonder, but no, that's homework. These would have been cute to use. They're rub-ons, but I don't really have room for them. So we're going to go with that. All right. I wished I had a little bit more to go over here. I could take the time to cut out some more. But I don't think I am. I don't think I am. So we're just going to leave it like that. All right, so let me get my pen again. And I'm going to write right here. Prompts and glue with Shay on 3. And what is today? Well, I think it's the 18th, guys. My computer went off. I think it's the 18th. Let's see. Thursday. This is Friday. Yeah. Yesterday was 17th. So it's the 18th of 22. Oh, I should have put the list there. Because she said she wanted us to put the list on there of what we used, which is no problem. I will go right here and I will put 1 is text book, and I'll have 2 list page. I'm going to do it wonky, guys. This is, you know, retro. 3 is big. 4 is key. And 5 is number. So this here is my prompt list. All right, how about that? I like that. I think that kind of just drew it in a little bit. I think I would like to have something here, here, and here. Okay, I'm going to pause you and try to cut out a couple more things, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and I cut out a few more things. I cut out this old compass, so we're going to put that there. I just felt like those places was just a little bit too empty, and I wanted, you know, some extra things in there. Just looked too empty. This here is, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it says office paste. Old retro type office paste. So we're going to put that right there. We have an old office scale, like you weigh your letters on it before you send them off, so you'll know how heavy they are and how much postage you need to put on them. So we're going to put this right here, like that. Then we have some extra tips for our old-fashioned retro pen. This is the tips. In case one of your tips breaks, you needed some new tips for your pen. So there's that. Then, does anybody know what this is? Before I tell you, pause the camera, pause the video, and write in the comments what this is, if you know what it is. Be honest now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it is. This is an old retro eraser. If you write with a pencil, it's like a little wheel right here, and that's the eraser part. That's a rubber part around here that you erase with. And then this here's a little brush that you brush off the eraser debris with. Oops, I just sat on Macy's ball. She put it up in my chair when I was standing up. So I remember having one of these. Now I'm telling how old I am now doing this. But I remember having one of these, or my daddy actually, I think, had it. And I played with it years and years ago when I was a little bitty kid. But I believe he had one. So now I'm just going to press that down like I always do. All right, guys. So I'm done. There is my 2-page spread, even though they are two totally different. This is retro. This is clean and simple. This here is office. This here is school. But even though they're so different, they still kind of go together. Oh, look what I did. I never did glue this down. This is the date stamp. If I'd opened my glue, I could get glue out. I can't believe I forgot to glue that down. And there we go. Now then. Okay. I didn't hold that down long enough, and that's not wanting to stay down. Should have held it down a little bit longer. All right. Okay, guys. Sorry about shaking it. My camera is on a clip-on tripod type thing on the desk. And when I move the desk, it shakes the camera. Okay, so my prompt list was textbook page, which is my background page here. List, which I have 2 lists. I put my prompts list and a school supply list. Big, I have a big number 1 and a big sign that says genius. Then key, I have a couple of keys on here. And then numbers, I have numbers on the clock, numbers on my list, and the number 1. And I'm sure there's numbers on the typewriter, and there's a number on the calendar. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed watching me put together my prompts and glue. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you, Shay. I don't know why. I just really enjoyed it this time. I think because I had been thinking magazine pages only before. And that's what I used, was magazine pages only in here, except for when she told me to do a tag, like a clothing tag. You know, there was some I had to step out of my box from magazines. She told me to put real trash on on the page, on these others. And so the prompt, you know, when you do the swap and glue, it's mostly like maybe you know, magazine pages, and you know, calendar pages, that type of pages, and pictures that you pick from. But these prompt and glues that we're doing, we can use anything in our stash that would bring out, you know, that will cover the prompts that we have. So I really enjoyed it this time. I have to admit, the first 2 pages was kind of a you know, dreading doing it. But I have really enjoyed this. I didn't use any magazine pages. That don't mean I won't ever again. I have gobs of magazines I can pick from. But this just come out when I was looking through my stash trying to find the prompts. I saw this and I said, that's what I want to do. So I really enjoyed it. Alright, guys. I know this video's been long, but I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Shay, for these prompts. Thank you for doing the prompts and glues with me. And I will have Shay's link in the description. So go check out hers. I'm pretty sure her video's already up. She got hers up early this morning. I'm just now doing mine. And with my internet, I don't know what time this will go up. Hopefully you will see it on Friday. Maybe Saturday before I can get it uploaded. But anyway, you all have a great rest of your day, and I will talk with you later. Bye!